Hello students, in the previous video we have seen all the sums till sum number 15. Today we will start with sum number 16. Okay, without wasting a second, we will start with the sum. Prove that SAQ means this angle, okay, this angle, and ABC means this angle is equal. Okay, we know that angles at a point. Okay, we know that circle is there. Angle at a point is 360. A complete circle is 360. So just see, we'll start with the proof over here. Angle SAQ plus SAD DAB plus BAQ is equal to 360. Is equal to what? 360. Angles at a point. Angles at a point. Okay. See. Pay attention. See. I will write proof over here because I have missed something. We know that in a parallelogram, okay, in a parallelogram, opposite angle, in a parallelogram, interior angle is 180. DAB means this angle, that is angle DAB plus angle ABC is equal to 180. Okay, I'll write this equation as first one, interior angles. I'll also mention it, interior angle. Interior angles. Okay, so it is interior angle. And what else is there? All these sides are equal. AS is equal to AD is equal to DS is equal to SR. AS is equal to AD is equal to RD is equal to SR. Okay, sides of the square. Sides of the square. Okay, this is equal to this, and this also. AQ is equal to QP is equal to AQ is equal to QP is equal to PB is equal to BA. Okay, these are also sides of a square. Same reason. And we know that BC is equal to AD. BC is equal to AD. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. See, BC is equal to AD and AD is equal to all these sides. Okay, so I can say that BC is equal to AS. That will help me. That's why I am writing it. BC is equal to AS. Okay, see, if I am giving this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, so this reason will be from 2, all the sides equal, and 4, opposite sides equal, from 2 and 4. You can see that AS is equal to AD and AD is equal to BC. Okay, therefore I can say that AS is equal to BC. This will be helpful for me, that's why I am writing it Roman numbered. Okay, I am giving this number 1, 2, 3 in the beginning, and also I can give it. Okay, again moving to this. ASQ, SAD, DAB, BAQ is equal to 180, angles at a point. Okay, so SAQ as it is, that we need to prove it, plus SAD 90, DAB as it is, plus BAQ again it is 90 is equal to 360. 90 plus 90, 180. 180 will go there and get subtracted. So SAQ plus DAB is equal to 360 minus 180 is 180. So I can say that SAQ is equal to 180 minus DAB, giving this as Roman number 3. Okay? Or you can write just Roman number 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 5, 6 something. Okay? Now this is done. Now we know that DAB plus ABC is equal to 180. Interior angles. So DAB will go that side, then we will have ABC is equal to 180 minus DAB. Okay? Make this number 4. Okay, I'll do one thing. Forget about this. I will write this afterwards. I'll do this number 1. Extremely sorry for this. Okay? Number 1 and number 2. If you observe this, it is same. So we can say that SAQ is equal to ABC from 1 and 2. So our first one part will be done. Okay? We can have it separately and name this part as 3. Okay, I'll name this part as 3. Now whatever I have written over here, I will copy it down that side. So I will have all this square side. Okay. Okay, now we will see that we know that AS is equal to AD. We know that AS is equal to AD, side of a square, sides of square. Okay, 1, 2, this 3, then this is 4. And we also know that BC is equal to AD. We also know that BC is equal to AD, opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, I will give this number 5. From 4 and 5, you can see that AD is gone. Therefore, we have AS is equal to BC from 4 and 5. Okay, and I will give this as number 6. Okay, remember this also. Now, we need to prove that SQ is equal to AC. SQ, this side, AC, this side. Let's take two triangles. SAQ, in triangle SAQ, and triangle CBA. Okay, SAQ, CBA. We know that AS is equal to BC. AS is equal to BC from 6. Okay, I'll just give a marking. AS is equal to BC. We know that angle SAQ is equal to ABC. Angle SAQ is equal to ABC from 3. Okay, and we know that AQ is equal to AB. We know that AQ is equal to AB, sides of square. So if you observe it properly, we have side, we have angle, we have side. Therefore, triangle SAQ is congruent to triangle CBA by side angle side axiom. Okay, if two triangles are congruent, sides are equal, therefore AQ is equal to AC. Okay, SQ, sorry, SQ is equal to AC. You can see that SQ is equal to AC. Reason, corresponding sides of congruent triangle or corresponding parts of congruent triangle, whatever you will do. Okay. So this was the 16th sum. Now we'll move to the next sum, that is 17th sum. Okay, we have a parallelogram and we need to prove that see, E is the midpoint of BC. What is given? E is the midpoint. As E is the midpoint, this side is equal to this side. Okay, and AB is equal to BL. We need to prove AB is equal to BL and AL is equal to 2BC. So let's see how we can do it. First of all, I will take these two triangles, this and this, in triangles DEC. In triangle DEC and triangle LEB. Okay. Now we know that E is the midpoint, so I can say that EC is equal to BE. EC is equal to BE given. Okay. Now we know that angle DEC is equal to LEB is equal to LEB. DEC is equal to LEB, and we know that angle DCE. See, this is vertically opposite angle. Okay, so this and this. Now DCE is equal to LBE. Alternate angles. Okay, so this angle and this angle is equal. So you can see that both the triangles are congruent by triangle DEC is congruent to triangle LEB by angle side angle test. Both the triangles are congruent by angle side angle test. Therefore, I can say that BC is equal to BL. Corresponding parts of congruent triangle, I will name this as equation number 1. DC is equal to BL. But DC is already equal to AB, opposite sides of the parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. I take this as number 2. So from 1 and 2, I can say that AB is equal to BL from 1 and 2. Okay, so this was the first part we need to do. Now we need to prove that AL is equal to 2DC. So first of all, how we will get AL? AL is equal to AB plus BL. AB plus BL. Okay, AL is equal to, in place of AB, can I write DC because they are equal? And in place of BL, I again can write DC. In place of BL, I can write DC, yes, from 1. So in place of BL also DC. See, in place of AB, I wrote DC from 2. And in place of BL, I wrote DC from 1. So from 1 and 2. Now AL plus AL is 2. AL is equal to DC plus DC is equal to 2DC. And that will be equal to 2. Okay, so this was the 17th one. Okay, moving to the 18th question. What is given? In triangle ADB. Okay, ADB means this triangle and this triangle are equilateral triangle. We need to prove DAC. This DAC, this part is equal to BAE. That is this part. Okay. So first of all, we know that DAB and CAE are equilateral triangle. I will start the proof from here. As triangle ADB and triangle AEC are equilateral triangle. Okay, they are equilateral triangles, so we know that angle DAB is equal to EAC is equal to 60 degrees. So this is also 60 and this is also 60. Now we need to prove this DAC. Yeah. So angle DAC, how DAC is formed? DAC is equal to DAB plus BAC. Okay, DAC is equal to what? DAB plus BAC. DAC as it is. What is DAB? It is 60 plus angle BAC. 60 plus angle BAC. I will give this is number 1. Now similarly EAB will be 60 plus BAC. Number 2, if you see number 1 and number 2, RHS is equal, so I can say that DAC is equal to EAB. Okay, so this is from 1 and 2, and I will name this 3. Okay, I will name this 3. The first part is done. DAC is equal to EA. Okay, for the second part, I will just use this. Now, what is the second part? Prove that DE is equal to BE. Okay, let me check the question first. DC is equal to BE. Okay, DC is equal to B. So when I join DC, it will be like this. Okay, so it is clear that we need to take two triangles, DAC in triangle DAC. Okay, this is the continuation. DAC and BAE. Because BC is there in this triangle and BE is there in this triangle. So from the first part, we can say that BA of the first triangle is equal to BA of the second triangle. BA of this triangle is equal to BA of the second triangle. Sides of equilateral triangle. I can say that DAC, angle DAC is equal to angle BAE from 3. Okay, from 3 you can see that DAC is equal to BAE and AC of the first triangle will be equal to AC of this first triangle is equal to AE of the second triangle. AE of the second triangle, again sides of equilateral triangle are equal. Okay, so we can see that we have side, we have angle, and again we have side. Therefore, triangle DAC is congruent to triangle BAE by side angle side text. By side angle side text. Right? Two triangles are congruent, corresponding sides are equal. Therefore, we can say that DC is equal to DE, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Okay, so this was the 17th one and this is the 18th one. Okay, now we'll start with the 19th one. What is given in the question? That AB is equal to DQ is equal to CR. Okay, I take this as given and take it as 1. Okay, and we know that this is a square. It is given in the question. Okay, it is given that ABCD is a square, and as it is a square, sides of the square are equal, so I can say that AB is equal to BC. Sides of square. Okay. Now AB can be written as AP plus PB. AP plus PB, and BC can be written as BQ plus QC. BQ plus QC. Now we know that BQ and AP are same, and same will get cancelled. Therefore, I will take this as number 2, and this same will get cancelled. This one and this one. So we will have PB is equal to QC from 1 and 2. So the first one is done. PB is equal to QC, and I will name this as equation 3. Okay. Now, second one, PQ is equal to QR. PQ is equal to QR. So we will start with this triangle. In triangle PBQ, and triangle QCR. Okay, we know that PB is equal to QC from 3. We know that PB is equal to QC from 3, and we know that angle B is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle C, each 90 degree. Okay, and we also know that QB is equal to RC. We know that QB is equal to RC. QB is equal to RC, that is from 1, or you can also say that it is given. Okay, so if you observe it properly, we have this side, we have 90 degree, again we have this side. Therefore, triangle PBQ is congruent to triangle QCR by side angle side axiom. Okay, or test of congruency we also. If two triangles are congruent, corresponding sides are equal. Therefore, I can say that PQ, which is hypotenuse, will be equal to QR, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. The second one is done. Okay, PQ is equal to QR. So this was the second one proved. This was the first one. Now, what is the next part? We know QPR. Now, in triangle PQR, you can see that this side is equal to this side from this step. I will name this as 4. Okay, after 3, this is the fourth one. Now, in triangle PQR, we know that PQ is equal to QR, and if two sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. Therefore, we can say that, therefore, QPR is equal to, this angle is equal to this angle, that is QRP. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Suppose we have a triangle, these two sides are same, then this angle and this angle will be same. Okay, so these two angles are equal. Which two angles are equal? This one and this one. Therefore, now sum of all the angle of the triangle is 180. So in this, all the angles, that is angle RQP, angle QPR, plus angle QRP is equal to 180, angle sum property. Okay, sum of all the angle of the triangle is also 2. Now, RQP is RQP is 90, QPR and QRP. This angle and this angle both are equal, so I can write it QPR and QPR again. Okay, in place of this I can write it this, because they are equal, is equal to 180. 90 will go there and get subtracted. 2 QPR plus QPR, 2 QPR is equal to 180 minus 90, 90. Angle QPR is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, so this was the last part. Okay, so 19th, some 20th question is bit difficult. To complete this, then we will start with the 20th question. Okay. Okay, now we'll start with the 20th question. It is very interesting one. What we need to prove is BE is equal to DF. Means this part is equal to this part. Then we need to prove that AR is the bisector of BAD. AR is the bisector of BAD. Okay, and AR passes through point C. AR passes through point C. See, if we prove that AR is a bisector of angle BAD, and if diagonal bisects, if a line is bisecting the vertex of the square, then that line is a diagonal. Okay, so if we prove this second part, we can automatically get the third part. What is given? R is the midpoint of EF. So R is the midpoint, and we know that EF is parallel to BD. So this line is parallel to this. Okay, so let's start. First of all, BD is the diagonal of square ABCD. BD is the diagonal of square ABCD. As BD is a diagonal of a square ABCD, therefore diagonal divides the angle into two equal parts. Therefore angle DAC, therefore angle DAC is equal to 45 degrees. DAC is 45 degrees, and BDC and BDC is also 45 degrees. Okay, so this is also 45. 90 will be divided into two parts, 45, 45. Okay, only if it is a square. Now you can see that BD is parallel to EF, as BD is parallel to EF. Okay, so see, if these are the two parallel lines, okay, and this is a transverse, so these two angles are equal, corresponding angles. Okay, therefore as these two are the parallel lines, can I say that angle DBC, that is this angle, is equal to this angle, as these two are the parallel lines? Therefore I can say that DBC, okay, it is DBC is equal to FEC, and BDC, this angle will be equal to this angle. BDC is equal to EFC. The reason will be corresponding angles. Okay, it is corresponding angles. So we know that DBC and BDC is 45, 45. Therefore, if I am giving this number 1, I will do one thing. I will give the whole equation number 1, this as number 2. Therefore, from 1 and 2, see, we know that this is also 45, this is also 45. Therefore, we can say that FEC is equal to EFC, means this angle FEC, this angle is equal to this angle, and two angles are same, therefore side opposite to them are same. Therefore I can say that EFC, FEC, so this side opposite to FEC is FC is equal to EC. Side opposite to equal angles are equal. Okay, therefore we have proved that FC is equal to EC. I will give this as number 3. Okay, now we know that BC is equal to DC. We know that BC is equal to DC, sides of square. Sides of the square are equal. How BC is formed? BE plus EC. And how DC is formed? DF plus FC. And we know that EC and FC are equal from 3. I will give this as number 4. Therefore, from 3 and 4, the terms which are equal will get cancelled. So, therefore, we can say that BE is equal to DF from 3 and 4. So, the first part of the question is done. What it is? BE is equal to DF. BE is equal to DF. Okay? So, I'll just erase this and use this part for this sum. Now, what is next? I need to prove that AR is the bisector. I need to prove AR is the bisector. So, first of all, I will take these two triangles ABE and ADF. In triangle ADE, in triangle ABE, sorry, and ADF. Okay, we know that BE is equal to DF from 4. Okay, sorry, this is equal. I will give this as number 5. Okay, so BE is equal to DF. Okay, this is equal to this. We know that this is 90 degree, and we also know that these are the sides of the square. Therefore, I can say angle B is equal to angle D, each 90 degree, and AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to AD. So we have a side AB is equal to AD. Reason will be this will be from 5 sides of square. Okay, therefore triangle ABE is equal to or congruent to triangle ADF by side angle side test. And if two triangles are congruent, can I say that AE is equal to AF? Therefore, I can say that AE is equal to AF, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. I name this as equation number 6. Okay. Now, okay, I just erase this part. This lines. If you are not able to understand the diagram, please refer your textbook. Okay. So this is the diagram. Now we have triangle EAR, this one. Okay, triangle in triangle EAR and triangle FAR. Okay, so I can say that EA is equal to AF. Okay, I can say that EA is equal to AF from 6. We know that ER is equal to RF. R is the midpoint, right? So ER is equal to RF, as R is the midpoint of EF. Okay, and we know that AR is equal to AR, common side. AR is equal to AR, common side. Okay. See, one thing I have missed somewhere, I think. Yes. AE is when these two triangles were equal. Which two triangles? ABE, this part, and ADF, this part. Two triangles are congruent and angles will also be same. That is BAE will be equal to BAF. Okay, I'll just try to adjust it somewhere. Okay, I'll write it over here. That AE is equal to AF. AE is equal to AF, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, naming it as number 6, and angle BAE, will be equal to DAF. Same, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, I name this equation 7. Okay, this angle will be helpful for me, that's why I am writing it. And this, continuing this, in triangle EAR, and triangle FAR. Please try and understand. Okay, so we have AE is equal to AF from 6. Then we have ER is equal to RF. R is the midpoint. AR is equal to AR, common set. Therefore, these two triangles, that is triangle EAR, is congruent to triangle FAR by side axiom. Okay, both the triangles are congruent by side axiom, and if two triangles are congruent, its angles will be equal. Therefore, angle EAR, that is this part. Okay, I'll just use this red pen. This part will be equal to this part. EAR is equal to FAR. Okay, angle EAR is equal to FAR. I will name this as equation number 8. Okay, see, I'll just draw the diagram again for your understanding. This was the square ABCD. Okay, the square ABCD. We had point E. Sorry, what this point is E F. We have these two lines. Okay, we had joined this. This is a diagonal. This is AR, and what we have proved now, this part is equal to this part. And if you observe this step number 7, what is given? VAE. So this part is equal to DAF. This part. Okay. Now, pay attention. Now what I need to prove is AR bisects BAD. What I am saying? AR bisects BAD. Means if AR is bisecting BAD, means which two angles should be equal? BAR should be equal to RAD. So I will just do one thing. I will add 7 and 8. So adding 7 and 8. So what is there in the LHS of 7? BAE plus LHS of 8 EAR. EAR and RHS DAF plus what is FAR. So I'll just put here angle FAR. Okay. Now, if you observe that BAE plus EAR, BAE plus EAR is nothing but BAR. So this is angle BAR equal to DAF. DAF plus FAR is DAR. So we got BAR, this part is equal to this part. Therefore, I can say that AR is the bisector of BAD. Therefore, you can say that. Therefore, AR is the bisector of angle BAD. And if AR is the bisector, I will write it over here, okay? If AR is the bisector, it is the part of diagonal, because diagonal bisects angle, right? If AR is the bisector, okay? If AR is the bisector, then it is the part of diagonal AC. Okay, it is the part of the diagonal AC. Therefore, I can say that AR passes through AC. Therefore, AR passes through C. Okay. So it is very much important. First, just have a quick recap what we have done. First of all, we know that these two lines were parallel. Diagonal divides the angle into two equal parts. So this was 45, this is also 45. This was 45, this is also 45. These two angles are same, these two sides are same. We know that BC is equal to DC. So writing it in the form of BE plus EC, DF plus FC. These two parts are equal. They are cancelled. We have BE is equal to DF. Now using this BE and DF to prove this triangle and this triangle congruent, we have BE is equal to DF, angle B is equal to angle D, and AB is equal to AD. Therefore, both the triangles are congruent by side angle side test. Therefore, AE will be equal to AF and angle BA is equal to DAF. Okay, naming it as number 6 and 7. I think yes, 6 and 7. Now using this triangle which are inside 3 and 4. EAR and FAR. This side is equal to this side from 7 and ER is equal to R8 is given and common side. Therefore, these angles which I have symbolized with circle are equal. Now, adding this and this and this. LHS, LHS, RHS, RHS. You can see this red color mark. Adding 7 and 8. I got this angle BAR is equal to DAR, and if this is AR is a bisector of angle DAB, therefore it is a part of the diagonal which will pass through point C. Okay, so this was a very important and bit tough question. Okay, now we'll start with the 21st sum. What is given? What is asked to prove? XA is equal to CY. You can see that XA and CY. We need to prove that equal. Sum is very easy as compared to the previous one. Okay, let's start. In triangle DXA, and triangle BYC. Okay. Now we know that AD is equal to BC. Sides of parallelogram. Okay, opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. Okay, and we know that angle AXD is equal to angle CYB. It is each 90 degree, and angle ADX, that is this angle ADX is equal to this angle, that is CBY. Can you guess the reason? It is alternate angles. It is alternate angles. So we have two angles on the side. Therefore, triangle DXA is congruent to triangle BYC by side angle test. Okay? By side angle test. And two triangles are congruent. I can say that XA is equal to CY, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, and that's it for the 21st question. It was very easy. Okay, now for the 22nd question, we have given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, so we'll start with that only. We need to prove that this triangle and this triangles are congruent. Okay, this triangle and this triangle are congruent. So first of all, I'll start from here. As quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. I can say that AB is equal to DC. AB is equal to DC. Okay. Number one. But AB is equal to BE. But AB is equal to PE, which is given. Number two, so AB is cancelled. Therefore, we can say that DC is equal to BE from 1 and 2. Okay, I give this as number 3. Similarly, can I say that AB was equal to, now AD is equal to BC. I can say that AD is equal to BC. Number 4. AB is equal to BC, but AD is also equal to DF. AD is also equal to DF. What is the reason for this? AD is equal to BC, opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay. Now 4. Here also write the same reason, opposite sides of the parallelogram. AD is equal to DF, which is given. Give this number 5. From 4 and 5, you can see that AD is getting cancelled. So BC is equal to DF. Or we can say LHS is equal, RHS is equal. From 4 and 5, and I will give this as number 6. Now pay attention. We have DC is equal to BE. Okay, from step number 3, we have BC. BC, where is BC now? BC is equal to DF. Okay. Now the two sides are equal for these two triangles. Now what I will do? Now we know that angle FDC is equal to angle DAB is equal to DAB. Corresponding angles as lines are parallel. Corresponding angles. Okay, I'll just name it and erase this. Name it equation number 7. Okay, similarly CBE is equal to, these lines are also parallel, right? CBE is equal to DAB is equal to DAB. Same reason, corresponding angle. I will give this equation 8. So DAB from 7 and 8, I can say that FDC is equal to CBE from 7 and 8. FDC and CBE. FDC and CBE. Now we have two triangles which we need to prove. In triangle, everything is ready-made. BEC and triangle DFC, DCF. Okay, we know that DC is equal to BE. DC is equal to BE. I will write BE is equal to DC, because DC below triangle DCF. Okay. Now we have DF is equal to BC. See in the triangle also. Okay. BC is equal to DC. BC is this vertical line is equal to BC. BC is equal to BE. Okay. This horizontal line is equal to this BE. I wrote something wrong. Yes. BC is equal to BE. Okay. DC is, I just copied down. Reverse this. BC is equal to BE. Then we have BC is equal to DF. BC is equal to DF, vertical line. BC is in this triangle. BC is equal to DF from 3, from 6, and we have these two angles. CBE is equal to DAB from 8. CBE is equal to something is wrong. Sorry. This triangles. FDC, that is this angle, and CBE, that is this angle. So we have this triangle FDC, this triangle CBE. Okay, just see it. BE is equal to DC. BE is equal to DC. BC is equal to DF, and angle FDC. FDC I will write this side because triangle FDC, angle FDC lies in this triangle. FDC is equal to CBE. CBE. FDC is equal to CBE. Okay, from 7 and 8 I will give this as 9. So from it will be 9. Therefore, triangle BEC is congruent to triangle DCF by side angle side axiom. Okay, that only we wanted to prove. Okay, now we will start with the 23rd question. I am not going to write anything, you will write it on your own. I will just show you how we can prove this equal. First we will take, see, this is a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector means there is 90 degree and two equal parts. Okay, so first we will take two triangles, that is ILB and ILC. Listen carefully what I am telling. In triangle ILB and ILC, IL is equal to IL, common side. Angle ILB is equal to ILC, each 90 degree, and BL is equal to LC. Therefore, both the triangles are congruent by side angle side test. If two triangles are congruent, can I say that corresponding sides, that is BI is equal to CI, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, naming it as number 1. Now, similarly, I will take this triangle and this triangle. I am giving Roman numbers, okay, for differentiation. This is I. So INA, and in triangle INA and INB. Okay, AN is equal to NB, as this is perpendicular bisector. Bisector is divided into two equal parts. Angle INB is equal to INA is equal to INB, each 90 degree, and this is common side. Both the triangles are congruent by side angle side test again. Therefore, I can say that AI is equal to BI. Again, same reason. Number 2. So from 1 and 2, AI is equal to BI is equal to CI. That was the easiest question of this exercise. Okay. So we are done with this first exercise. I hope you will solve it as soon as possible and send me. Okay. Thank you.